I'm finishing up my bride's makeup. She's getting ready for her bridal shoot, and I'm about to start her hair. This bride has long, dark, natural brown hair. I'm getting her hair section for her updo. Now I'm sectioning the hair in 3 parts, or you could say 4 parts. I'll leave a little piece, an inch on the bottom. But basically what I'm trying to do is a ponytail, and the ponytail is just for my bun that I will put over later to have somewhere to hold so the bun doesn't slide around. Now I'm curling the hair. I like to use a flat iron and a curling iron depending on the client's hair. I just switch it. You'll see me use both. I like to take the frizz off, like the hair. So if I see any little frizz, I definitely use the flat iron. When I'm finished doing my curls, I'll give it a little spray. You could use a soft hairspray. You don't want anything too hard because you want your hair to still move, because we haven't even styled it yet. So you want a hairspray that's going to be flexible. So basically what I'm just trying to achieve is curl on the hair. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want a little movement on the hair, so that way whenever I'm pinning it, it's easier for me to twist it and pin it on the bun. Right now I am pinning this bun. If you guys want to learn how to do a bun, y'all let me know. I usually custom make mine. They're very easy to do, and you can make it as big or as small as you want. So what you do now, you just pin hair, twist it and pin it all around the bun. You get one section of the side of the head and pin it, and then you do the same thing with the other side. So you just go from one side to the other side, and as you go you could pull a few strands just to give it that look that we're going for, which is kind of like a messy, clean style. Here I would curl the strands and then pinch and pull so they could open up and look softer. So now you're just gonna take sections of hair from one side of the ear to the other side of the ear. You straighten the roots and you curl the ends. You want your bump to look nice and clean, so make sure you tease the hair correctly from one side to the other. Don't skip middle parts. Don't skip this part because it's really important. Like, you have to make sure that your tease is done correctly, so that way you could move it around, make it smaller and bigger whenever you're on the top. Here is where you start creating your bump. For the most part, if you teased your hair correctly, and if you went from one side of the head to the other side of the head and did the same teasing throughout without skipping parts, when you get to the top, your hair is probably already nice and a nice bump. And all you have to do, if anything, is just pull from the back of your comb. Just get that comb in there and just kind of like pull little sections that you feel need more fullness, so that way it looks all nicely even. You always want to look at your client to their face and make sure that it all looks even. You see what I'm doing there? And then you flip her around, make sure it's well pinned, and then you just start pinning the rest of the hair into that bun. So finally I get to the front. Here I'm gonna do exactly the same thing I've been doing throughout the hairstyle, which is I'll tease a little bit of the roots, I'll smooth the roots and curl the ends. I will twist here. I split it into two sections and then I did a twist, and then I pulled as much as I wanted, because once I pin it, it's really hard for you to pull it. You could only pull so much. And then I used my comb to make it all nice and even. My client wanted her bangs to fall down her face. She wanted that soft look around the face. So I separate that and I do the same thing that I did on the other side, which is tease, curl, flat iron the roots so that way it's nice and smooth. Here I do the same thing I did on the other side. I split the hair into two sections and then I twist it, and then I will pull before I pin. On here, I'm adding a close bobby pin to secure the hair exactly where I want it. We don't want to see no empty spaces anywhere. So all this hair that came from the front, I'm gonna pin it in all the empty spaces. If I see an empty space, that's where it's gonna go and get pinned. And then I'm just gonna see what other hairs need to be curled around the hairstyle, those little strands, and just recurl those. I always prefer for the bride to have their own hair accessory, and I add it to give it that final look. And here the bride had long bangs and we needed to trim some. Most of the time they're okay with it. They let you cut them off. You always want to cover their face whenever you're spraying hairspray around the face or have them close their eyes. And this is the final look. Hope you enjoyed.